I know my hair looks crazy, but like, don't pay attention to that. I just want to say, you know, you are obsessed to the point where you might have a problem to when you're taking photos of the Instagram post so you can have it as a reference, so you can go on the app to load similarly categorized items into your cart so you can get an estimation of how much money you're about to spend. We'll just do whatever sizes don't matter right now. What matters is the pricing, all right? And so the lion fell in love with the lamb. What a stupid lion. What a sick, masochistic lamb. I probably said it wrong. But the point is, I'm in a meadow. This is my latest popflex haul. So let's get into it. As you know the deal by now, I show you guys the pieces and then I try on the pieces. So this is the... I'm actually blinking. It's the ribbon bra. So the ribbon is different, and by different, look. This is the same fabric as the pirouette skirt. This clearly is not. Maybe the same fabric as like the twirl skirt. What? But as you can see, this is like stiffer than this one. This literally looks like wings. And then we have the sweat sesh. One of my favorite like pieces. And then the flexi crop. Okay, so this is my first flexi crop piece. And it kind of cuts in really low down here. So that it kind of makes me uncomfortable. So I think this might be the only flexi crop piece that I personally buy. And you know, that's okay. Not everything is going to be made for me, which is fine actually. Speaking of which, she has released like 2 sets of shorts. So like, I'm always grateful for when Cassie releases pieces that I don't want to buy, because it means I can save my money. Thank you, Cassie. Thank you. Still very cute. And one thing that I am actually very surprised about is that this is actually a light green fabric color base behind the flowers and not like white or cream. It's a light green. We have the long sleeve, which on its own, I won't lie, on its own, it looks kind of awkward on me, but I can see it layered underneath stuff like my overalls. Like, it's gonna be so cute. And also, like, if I would like layer it over this, over the flexi crop top, and then do the long sleeve, I could see that. Because like, sometimes I just want to be covered up. I don't want to be all out. And of course, the shining star, the pirouette skirt. And so one thing that I did see online was, okay, so it dropped. I knew what day it was dropping. I knew what hour it was dropping. And I practiced putting everything in my cart very quickly to make sure that I would actually get what I wanted. And as you can see, I got everything. But someone said, I went back 2 hours later and it was sold out. I'm not trying to be mean or anything, but like, it's the pirouette skirt. Of course it's going to be sold out. And that's on you for not buying it in the moment. I get that, like, okay, maybe you couldn't afford it in the moment. Like, let's be sensitive to that. But my thing is, why are you shocked that it's sold out? You can be upset that it's sold out. But I mean, to be shocked that it's sold out when it's Cassie's hottest item, at the very least, that's the one thing you should have bought, really. But I get it. But there's always money in the banana stand, okay? There is always money in the banana stand. We've got the Captivate bra. And so I put the red one on, the ruby red Captivate bra on, the one that I was missing a pad from. I put that on the other day when I was dressing up like Strawberry Shortcake. And my girls were girling. I was like, damn, Captivate, bro. You doing your thing. We got the twirl skirt, which I don't know if it's still in stock, but the twirl skirts tend to be in stock just a little bit longer than the pirouette skirts. So if you can't get the pirouette skirts, there's a better chance that you can get the twirl skirt. And these are the cargo legging capris. So this is the first time I'm getting capris from her. So I have to see if I actually do like these, and if not, I will return them. Maybe. Who knows? I might be too lazy to. Who knows? And then we have the Super Sculpt. Oop, that's the butt. We've got the Super Sculpt booty shorts. I guess it's fitting that I showed you the butt then. Booty shorts. Very cute. We're going to pivot to show you guys. Oh my goodness. Damn. I lost a whole strand, bruh. A nice healthy strand. I just got a silk press. Hold on. I just got a silk press. And now I'm already messing up my hair. You see, the thing is about a silk press. Nothing eats like a silk press. And I get this is a little fluffy, but like, it was silk earlier. I just have to wrap it and then we'll be silk again. I didn't do it, so it's a legitimate silk press, okay? Either way, I look good. My stylist was even like, what are you using on your hair? And I was telling her how I started using She's Made and whatnot. And I was using Pattern before and then like a lot of bodies. So it was like, it's very much all over the place. But what I really think it is that my hydration has been up. I'm washing weekly. I'm spraying my twists in between practically every day because like my scalp is very thirsty. I'm going through a psoriasis flare up too. So that's kind of why I've been like spraying it every day. And like I honestly deep down I'm like, I don't need to have a silk press right now with how bad my skin is flaring up. But also I really needed my ends trimmed. And so even if I like sweated out my hair tomorrow, my silk press would still be worth it because I got my ends trimmed. It's been 3 months since I last saw my girl, so I needed to get it trimmed. She was running the hot comb through it and it was getting snagged and I was like, ooh, girl. She's like, it's the ends. And I'm like, cut them off. I wasn't even tripping about it. Like, I booked the trim. I knew what I wanted. I just didn't think it was gonna be like that. Like, damn, girl. Them ends is snagging. And it's like you really couldn't see it in my curly styles. I know if I looked closer, I would see some single strand knots. And I was picking up the scissors way too often for my liking, which is why I was like, let me just go see my girl. But them ends needed to go. And I was like, cut them off. Get rid of them. I don't need them. Because we're not trying to hold on to length. If it's bad, if it ain't healthy, let it go. But she was like, your hair is really growing. And I was like, thank you. That's exactly what I wanted to hear. And it's like, body, yaddy, yaddy. Like, my hair is really just, I really feel like my hair is flourishing, dare I say. But, I don't know, before the length was lengthening, obviously. But now I feel like kind of, it feels a little longer or something about it feels different. I don't know if it is longer because, like, you know, trim, so it's like we're back up here. But we'll see. We'll keep doing the same thing, and we'll see if we actually retain some length by the end of the year. Anyway, moving on. Look at this. Okay. I don't think I got this card in the other one, or at least I don't remember. I don't know. I throw these cards away as soon as not as soon as I get them. I read them first, Cassie. I promise I do. But I only read them once. Women are like wildflowers, growing in all places people don't expect us to, reaching for the sun, blossoming after the rain, individually beautiful, yet even more breathtaking in numbers. The colorful little wildflowers that adorn the meadow collection are a celebration of girlhood. I hope this drop inspires you to rekindle your wild side and allow yourself to grow fiercely and freely in places you never imagined you would. This is so cute. This one is actually really cute. I don't think I got this with the last one because this is really cute and I would have remembered it. This one was really cute. If you were stalking the meadow drop like I was, you might have noticed Cassie wearing a certain dress. And I was on that Instagram story, pausing and looking in the background. I was looking through the racks, and you know what I did not see? The dress Cassie was wearing. And you know what? I felt a little salty. I was like, she's holding that dress hostage. Where is that dress? I want it. I need it. And about a week or so later, we were given the baby doll dress. Ta-da! The way that she looked in this dress, I was like, that dress would look really good on me. Okay, I want that dress on me. And now I have it. I'm actually planning on wearing this dress to my boyfriend's graduation. So, it's cute, so cute, so cute. So it does have shorts underneath. Shorts with the pockets. And there's coconut cream, tutu pink, and black. There's also mauve and navy peacock or peacock navy. But it's navy. It just reminds peacock navy just reminds me of Azul from Barbie and the Island Princess. Just because he's a blue peacock. Let's hop to the try on section. I just realized I'm matching the bear in the back. those are all the clothes that I have for you guys today. You may be wondering, why do you always buy the same thing in different colors? Well, that's how I like to dress. Honestly, that's how I'm learning that I like to dress. I wear a lot of solid colors. I have to have a jacket because I get cold very easily. And I really like the light fabric and how flowy it is and how it looks when I'm twirling, because I'm always twirling, I'm always moving, bouncing. And so to have that kind of trail to kind of like show my movements makes me feel very girly and very pretty and ladylike. And it's just something that, it's not that I was deprived of it as a kid, but like in my teenage years, I was very much deprived of it. And for like how Cassie said, like the meadow drop is like a celebration of girlhood. The twirl skirts for me really feel like a celebration of my own personal girlhood. And I just love the romantic-y feel of it. And the thing that really sets popflex apart for me is that I don't work out in it, but I can if I choose to. Like on just a normal day of the week, I'm ready to go hiking or hurdling or ice skating at the drop of a hat. And I still look very girly and pretty, but I'm ready to adventure. And that's what I love about it. It feels like my authentic self is making an appearance. I don't know, other clothes kind of just feel like a costume in a way, but like Popflex is just really something special for me. So if they up, I'm gonna be really disappointed. It's literally my entire closet right now. Like some people have like funky like vintage pieces, and I have athleisure. I have really really cute athleisure. I just feel so seen by Popflex, even though they probably never seen me. If you are seeing this, Cassie, please, please, please don't let our flex dollars expire. That should not be a thing at all. Because how not everyone is like me and going to spend money like every month at Popflex. Like that cannot be, that's not feasible for some people. Honestly, it's really not feasible for me. Which is why I say thank you when you release ugly things that aren't really ugly, just things that I'm not interested in buying because they're not my style. But just because it's not my style doesn't necessarily make it ugly. You know what I'm trying to say. Our Popflex dollars should not expire ever. Ever. Please.